Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. This is an extended dance remix of Wicked Wednesday. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the individuals that have been named in the latest Jeffrey Epstein drop, and we're going to kick it off with the Princess Mette-Marit, the Crown Princess of Norway. We all know that her son from another relationship was in trouble, but she has been named in the Epstein files. We're going to get down to it right after this. Welcome back, my tarot maniacs and curiosity seekers. So we are going to be talking about Crown Princess Mette-Marit. We all know that her son, Marius, who is not in the royal line, he has had some trouble with young ladies that he had been dating, whether or not they were conscious or not. But she has been named in the Epstein files. Now, curiously, in 2014, she had publicly advised, this was after Jeffrey Epstein was in trouble the first time, she'd publicly advised that she had not spoken with him since 2011. These emails now reveal that their conversations continued into 2014. So it does change the landscape of what she said in 2019 about severing the relationship in 2011. Just to be clear, in 2019, she advised that she had stopped speaking with Jeffrey Epstein in 2011. The email drops now, the Epstein file drops that we see now are showing that she was still having conversations with him as late as 2014. Now, Mette-Marit is kind of an interesting person because it was controversial when she became engaged to Hakan. I think I'm saying that correctly, in 2000. She was raised in a working class family. So this is a little bit like some of the members of the British royal family that we know about. And she'd had relationships with several men that were convicted of substance-related crimes. One of those men had fathered her son, Marius Borg Hubi, I think I'm saying that correctly, before he went to prison. We all know her son, I did a reading on him too, was indicted on 38 charges, including non-consensual contact with a woman, also substance, sending back and forth. And he's going to stand trial this month, February 2026. So not looking so good for him. There destroy some evidence in advance of his arrest. The polls are not in favor of Mette-Marit. They don't seem like the public really likes her very much. So let's take a look with the cards. We're going to see what the deal is. I'm going to bring up that card view. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do so now. Your likes, your subscribes, and your watches help my channel. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to make this nice and big for you guys. And let's giddy up, buttercups. Are you ready? Let's go. So I just want to take a look at her as a person. Conflicted. A lot of stuff going on there. Give me some definition there. She was trying to secure a very certain future for her and her son. She does have other children, but her and her son, when she engaged with the crown prince. So we've got that going. Can't blame a girl for trying. You really can't blame a girl for trying. So here, had a lot of pokers in the fire, was looking for somewhat of a fabulous, secure life. I don't want to say fabulous in that sense, but a secure life. Prior to the engagement, I do think that she is someone who has a great deal of agency over her life and what she is trying to accomplish. So good for her. Right now, she's trying to live two lives. I think she is very much trying to live two lives. And I do think that we're going to get a new storyline out of this Epstein situation. So her relationship with Epstein, financial, personal, what are we looking at here? Relationship, the basis of it, the world is your oyster. There we go. This is offering up lots of stuff. He opened lots of doors. What kinds of doors did he open for her? Security. What else? You know, interestingly, I do think that he valued her opinion. I think that he was someone who actually listened to her. She is very attractive. You can see her in the thumbnail. Very attractive woman. And I think that he gave more quarter to her intelligence than other people typically did. So I think that that was a nice ego stroke for her. But I do think that ultimately this relationship was a dead end. Was there a financial component at all? I'm not seeing any financial component here. No, I don't think that there was a financial component in their relationship. Was there a romantic component? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. Was it just flattery? Very much so. She could, believe it or not, even though Epstein had a pretty posh and elevated lifestyle, with him, she could be much more like she was prior to marrying into the royal family, the Norwegian royal family. So I think this was a respite from the craziness of the royal life. So what should she do? We're just talking in regard to Jeffrey Epstein, not anything else. What should she do at this point? What should she do? What is going to be the best thing for her to do right now? Full disclosure. Full disclosure is going to take her a long way back into some good graces here. Long way into some good graces. What else? That is interesting because that tells me that there was too much fun happening, possibly with substances, possibly with other things involved. Indulgences, when we get the Three of Cups in reverse, it's indulgences dialed up. We are not taking our foot off the gas. We are fun, whether that's in the sack, in the water, up on a mountain, whatever it is. We could be doing substances. We could be drinking too much wine. This says too much fun. Everything was dialed up big time, big time. She needs to pull that back and get some clarity. We need to get some clarity here. Again, full disclosure with that card there. We need that full disclosure on display. On display. What else can she do? She's going to have to bend the knee, swear allegiance to the Norwegian people and the family. She's going to have to do that. This is a mea culpa moment. She's going to have to say that she supports and loves the royal family. Is her reputation salvageable with the good Norwegian people? Is her reputation salvageable? Can she survive this? Oh, that's not looking good. I don't think she will be removed from the presence of everyone, but I think she's going to be pulled down as a working royal. I don't think that they're going to have her up front and cozy. Does this mean we're coming off the website? I think the website listing gets static. I think they just kind of list her accomplishments, the children that she's had, the things that she's done, and it stops like January 31st, 2016. It does not look good for her circumstance. Does it look like a possible divorce? I don't think we're going to see an actual divorce, but I think we see a professional divorce. This is going to be similar to what Prince Charles and the Princess of Wales, the late Princess of Wales, Diana did, then Prince Charles. I think they will just kind of ignore the fact that things are not so great and continue on with their work. I think we're going to see something akin to that. I think that's a safe bet for them. This way, they don't have to answer too many questions about her. Ultimately, let's do a little time travel, guys. What are we going to see by the end of next year? By the end of this year, 2026, what do we see for her by the end of 2026? King of Swords, moving on. This does not look good for Mette-Marit. This does not look good for the Crown Princess. So we'll keep an eye on this. We're going to have to keep watch, see what happens with her. You know, this is going to be another royal family that we need to keep an eye on, not only because of her association with Jeffrey Epstein, but also her son, Marius. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, especially because the court case is coming up this year. So there are lots of notables that have been mentioned in the Epstein file drop that just happened. The next one up is 92-year-old former Senator George Mitchell of Maine. We are going to take a look at him in the next one. So stick around. I'm going to be dropping these over the next few days. They're going to be in a playlist. Have at it. Have a good time. Watch them. Let me know down below if there's somebody in the files that you want me to read on and what you would like me to read on. I have no problem with this. I am going to be loud and proud about this. Now we're starting to really get some disclosure. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope I don't get into trouble. So I will see you in the next one.